Good day, students, and welcome to Standard 7th English Digital class. Today, we will study Lesson 2.2, The Souvenir. Now, what is souvenir? Souvenir is a thing that is kept or brought as a reminder of something. It is something like a memory. Let us start with the lesson reading and explanation. Lesson 2.2, The Souvenir. With the tip of her nose pressed to the window of the space shuttle, Sally sat gazing at the view outside for so long. Still, she didn't seem to be contented. She had read the description of this view several times before and she had seen the scenes on the video too. But this was different. Reading the description was one thing. Watching the pictures and videos captured by the camera was another. But getting an opportunity to view that amazing panorama with your own eyes, being present physically right in the midst of it, was indeed an out of the world experience. No matter how long she sat gazing, her awe and wonder did not seem to abate. The earth gradually appeared to get smaller and smaller in the sky. The azure blue sky was now looking jet black. The clouds had disappeared. The stars were shining bright. Meanings of this part are gazing is look steadily and intently. Panorama, an unbroken view of the whole region surrounding an observer. Azure, bright blue in color like a cloudless sky. In this first part, it tells us that Sally, who is sitting in the space shuttle with the tip of her nose pressed to the window, gazing outside without satisfaction. The view was totally different that she saw in the videos. She was amazed to see and get an opportunity to view the panorama with her own eyes, being present physically right in the midst of it. It was an out of the world experience for her. As they were moving away from the earth, it looked smaller and smaller. The bright blue sky turned out jet black, with clouds disappearing and stars shining bright. Let us read the next part. This trip to the moon was exorbitantly expensive, but still Sally's mother had sent her on the trip. In our childhood, we could not even think of such long distance trips. The longest trip meant going to Europe. If you are getting this opportunity, make the most of it, said Mummy. Oh, Mummy, Neha's grandmother was saying that in their childhood, the longest trip for school children used to be only up to Delhi or Kolkata. It seems so funny, isn't it? Said Sally, laughing. Remembering the incident made her laugh even now. Now the shuttle was getting closer and closer to the moon. Then it started orbiting the moon. In every 32 minutes, the shuttle completed one revolution around the moon. Meanings of this part exorbitantly, going beyond what is reasonable. This part explains that this trip was extremely expensive, but still Sally's mother had sent her for the trip. Her mother says in her childhood she never got even the chance to think about such long distance trips. For her, the longest trip meant going to Europe. She tells Sally to make the most of the trip to the space. To which Sally replies that Neha's grandmother said to her that the longest trip was Delhi or Kolkata, and Sally started to laugh. Sally remembered the incident in the space shuttle and she started laughing there too. The shuttle reached closer to the moon and started orbiting it. It completed one revolution after every 32 minutes. Light and darkness followed each other. Moving on to the next part. Light and darkness followed each other in quick succession. The dome shaped settlements on the moon, which resembled the igloos of the Eskimos, were now visible. After some time, Siley's shuttle made a slow, measured, and safe landing on the moon. The door of the shuttle was opened, and the children were escorted through an airtight tunnel to the settlements at the Neil Armstrong base. The receptionist at the entrance to the base gave some instructions at the very outset. I welcome you all to the Neil Armstrong base. To make your stay on the moon pleasant and comfortable, I would like you to take certain precautions. Listen carefully to my instructions and please follow them during your stay. You know that the gravitational force of the moon is one-sixth that of the earth. In the human settlements on the moon, a gravitational force equivalent to that of the earth has been artificially maintained. But outside those settlements, the gravitational force of the moon is at work. You will have to be extremely careful when you roam around there. The second point to remember is related to shopping on the moon. You all must be interested in carrying souvenirs back home from the moon. Please buy the articles only from the shops which are inside the dome shaped settlements. There, you will be assured of genuine articles. Do not buy anything from the unauthorized shops outside the settlement. I wish you a very happy and pleasant stay on the moon. Meanings of this part are: succession is a number of people or things of a familiar kind following one after the other. Escorted is accompany someone or something somewhere. Airtight is not allowing air to escape or pass through. Assured is guaranteed. And genuine is truly what something is said to be or authentic. This part explains that as they were moving, light and darkness followed each other. They would see the dome shaped settlements which looked like the igloos of the Eskimos. After the safe landing, the shuttle's door opened and the children escorted through airtight tunnel towards the settlements, which was at the Neil Armstrong base. The receptionist at every outset gave instructions to the children. She asked the students to take certain precautions. She told the students to be extremely careful when they are outside the settlements because outside the settlements the gravitational force of the moon is at work. Secondly, she instructed the students to buy the articles only from the shops which are inside the dome shaped settlements, which are genuine. Moving on to the next part, a jam packed 3 days program awaited the children on the moon. According to the Earth calculations, on the moon there were 15 days of daylight and 15 days of night time. The 3 days of the trip were going to be part of the night time on the moon. One of the most important programs of the first day was Skywatch. On the Earth, it was usually foggy and the stars were seen rarely and only very faintly. There was no atmosphere on the moon. On the dark background of the moon sky, the stars shone dazzling bright. The most attractive view was that of the disk of the earth. In the moon sky, the earth looked 13 times bigger than the moon in the earth sky. It was also 17 times brighter. The earth light fell on the moon. This beautiful, enchanting view made Sairi and her friends ecstatic. They fell asleep feeling happy, excited, and comfortable at the same time. Meanings of this part: jam packed is extremely full, dazzling is extremely bright, enchanting is delightfully charming or attractive. In this part, it explains that they had a 3 day program on the space. On the moon, according to the calculation, there were 15 days of daylight and 15 days of night time, and the other 3 days were going to be night time on the moon. The first day program was the Skywatch. They had to observe the sky where there was no atmosphere on the moon. There was dark background of the moon sky and the stars shone dazzling bright. The earth's disk was the most attractive part. It looked 13 times bigger than the moon we see from the earth. It also was 17 times brighter. Siley and her friends were amazed to see this view. Moving on to the next part, the second day's attraction was the circus on the moon. One unique feature of the circus was the sitting arrangement. The spectators were made to sit in the tent and the circus was going on outside. High jumps and long jumps were the special attractions. One gymnast jumped 27 meters high. On both the days, besides the main attractions, much time was reserved for visiting the various settlements there. It was expected that the students should spend some time for self study. The teacher had assigned them the task of writing an essay on how they spent their time on the moon, which places they visited, what they observed, etc. Siley and her friends had traveled far and wide and had done a lot of sightseeing. On the third day, their teacher took them to a place of historical importance. 100 years ago, Neil Armstrong had landed at this place. Everyone was looking forward to this visit to the historical monument. It was the oldest place in the history of man on the moon. The first footprint of Neil Armstrong was preserved on the moon land. Besides the footprint was a great statue of Armstrong. At the base of the statue were carved first words uttered by a human on the moon. One small step for a man, one giant leap of mankind. Meanings: spectators, a person who watches a show, game, or other event. Gymnast, a person trained or skilled in gymnastics. Sightseeing, the activity of visiting places of interest in a particular location. Preserved is maintain something in its original or existing state. Utter, make a sound with one's voice. This part explains the second day's program was of the circus on the moon, with unique sitting arrangement. The viewers sat in the tent, whereas the circus took place outside the tent. High jumps and long jumps were special attraction with a gymnast jumping 27 meters high. Besides the program, it was expected that the students would spend some time for self study, for which they had an assignment of essay writing on the time spent on the moon. The third day was a visit to historical important place. 100 years ago, Neil Armstrong had landed at that place, which was the oldest place in the history of man on the moon. The first footprint of Neil Armstrong was preserved on the moon land with the grand statue of Armstrong. It had some words carved on its base which said, "One small step for a man, one giant leap of mankind." Moving on to the next part, the next attraction for the children was that they were going to wear the space suit for the first time. Then they were going to roam outside, experiencing the gravitational force of the moon. Be careful when you walk, dear children. Don't run or sprint. You will fall. The teacher was warning repeatedly. But who was in the mood to listen? They hopped, jumped, and ran around. Buy ornaments specially made from the stones on the moon, very cheap, cheaper than those available in the shop in the settlement, cheaper and better. At least have a look. The roadside shopkeepers screamed at the top of their voice. Buy, sister, buy. I am selling these earrings really cheap. Saying this, he approached Siley and displayed the set of shining stone earrings. Siley suddenly remembered her mother. Tomorrow they were to start on their return journey. She had completely forgotten her mother in the last 3 days. She felt terribly guilty. Buy these, sister. Don't think much. Cheaper and better. Take it. Siley looked around. The other children had proceeded ahead. Come on, give me those red earrings. Quick! Siley pointed at them and asked, What's the price? Only 1,000 rupees, replied the salesman. Siley immediately paid the amount, took the earrings, and ran to catch up with her friends. Meanings sprint is to run at full speed over a short distance. This part explains that the next amazing part of their trip was to wear the spacesuit for the first time. The children were warned not to sprint around, but all were in the mood to hop and jump all over. They were asked to buy ornaments made of stone from inside the settlements. But still, the people with shop outside the settlement were making the children attracted towards their shop outside the settlement by telling them that the articles are very cheap compared to the articles in the shop from the inside of the settlement. Siley had forgotten about her mother in those 3 days but realized it as soon as she saw the shining stone earrings. The next day, they were going to return back. Finally, Siley bought the red earrings at 1,000 rupees. Moving on to the next part, on returning home, Siley told her mother very enthusiastically, Mummy, look what I have brought for you. Her mother picked up the earrings. She exclaimed, Hello, dear. How am I going to wear such heavy earrings? Siley immediately realized her mistake. Siley had purchased the earrings in the field of the moon's gravity. This lesson is translated from the story Bhet by Lakshman Londe. Meaning of this part enthusiastically is in a way that shows intense and eager enjoyment or interest or approval. At the end of the lesson, it says that on returning home, Siley told everything about the trip to her mother and also gave her the earrings which Siley brought for her mother. The moment her mother took the earrings in her hand, she replied with, How she is going to wear such heavy earrings. Siley realized her mistake of purchasing the earrings from the field of the moon's gravity. So, I hope you all have understood the lesson. Now, you all have to do the given activity in your English notebook. Imagine you are Siley. Write your diary for every day of your trip to the moon and for the day you gave the earrings to your mother. You will get the questions and answers later. Till then, thank you and have a wonderful day.